Hi, y'all. This is Genevieve with Belladonna and Moonbeams. How are y'all doing? I'm doing really well. And this is December 31st, 2020, New Year's Eve. This year is over. Okay, so today we are doing a dieting spell. And that's because how many people start a new diet on January 1st? Me included. Well, actually, I started mine a couple of days ago. And I will update you. I'm going to get weighed tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you what I weigh, but I'm going to write it down. And then I'll get weighed again on January 31st, and I'll see how I've done. So I can show you how well this spell works. So I'm definitely putting a lot out there, right, in this spell. So the first thing we need to do is decide which god or goddess you want to work with. And you're like, what? Well, and you don't have to use one. You can just use God, goddess, whatever term is comfortable with you. I, on the other hand, chose Isis. I happen to really like Isis, and one of her attributes is that of healing. But you can choose Ahmed, Aha, Apollo, Brigid, Er, Heka, he's a guy, Hygeia, Panacea, Serona. All of these are gods and goddesses that work with healing. So second, we're going to decide which planet resonates with you, Venus or Saturn. The reason for that is that they do different things. One of them is better at breaking addiction, and one of them is better at just healing. So decide which one resonates with you. And the reason that's important is we are going to choose to do this spell at the right time of day to get the best energy for that. I am choosing Saturn. And you can tell that because black candles which I'm going to be using in a minute, a black candle is for Saturn. If I was using Venus, I would be using a gray candle. And I kind of compromised a little bit. The wine glass that I'm going to drink from, I didn't have a black one. So I did have a gray one, so I'm going to use that. And then third, we're going to decide which crystals to work with. Now, for dieting itself, blue apatite, and tangerine quartz are the stones. For emotional health, aragonite, emerald, muscovite, ocean jasper, rose quartz, selenite, sugarlight, and watermelon tourmaline. So I chose selenite and rose quartz. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these tonight. They're here on my spell area. And then I'm going to sleep. They're going to sleep next to my bed for the next month. Or maybe longer. Who knows? So now, when I burn the incense here in a minute, I'm going to be passing these stones through it. So let me show you what I've done. In here, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. In here, well, we'll see if I can do it this way. In there, I have got a charcoal with frankincense. The reason I did it that way is I don't want to spill the frankincense. It's a pain in the butt to clean up. So the best way to do that is you need one of these lighters. And you light the charcoal. And you're going to see it start sparking. It's got to get pretty hot. So you can't really use a match. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but it's definitely, smoking. See the smoke? And I am going to pass my stones through the smoke so that that frankincense gets on them. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to light my candle. And this is my black candle that is lit. We can set that here. Now, I'm going to tell you the times. We're going to start this on January 1st, and these times are only for January 1st. You'll have to use a chart if you need to do it for another day. So Saturn, the best times for Saturn are from 10:06 a.m. to 10:55, 3:50 p.m. to 4:39, and 11:23 p.m. to 12:34 a.m. Venus, it's 7:39 a.m. to 8:28 a.m., 1:23 p.m. to 2:12 p.m., and 7:56 to 9:01 p.m. I have to look at those, sorry. Now, these are the best times of days to break your addictions. We want to use everything at our disposal. So now I'm going to open this lovely bottle of wine. It's Prophecy. It's a rosé. I think a rosé is appropriate because we are using roses tonight. I'm going to first serve the goddess. I'm giving her her own glass. This is a sacrifice that I'm making to her. Now I'm giving me a glass. Mine's not a sacrifice at all. Okay, so, and that is her wine. When, in a day or so, I'll probably take it up on January 1st. And when I do that, I'm going to pour it out on the ground so it returns to the earth. Now, earlier today, I wrote this prayer to her. And I'm going to read it because if I don't read it, I'm going to mess it up. Who has time to memorize everything? Oh, great goddess, you set the moon and the sky in motion. You are the goddess of the moon, which rises within the night sky, the moon which waxes and wanes and calls to the oceans and the sea. Lend me your wisdom. Help me to know when to stop eating, to know when I am full. Help me to learn to want to eat to live and not live to eat. Let me see what my body needs and know that I control my wants and desires. I am in control. Help me to hear my body, to no longer listen to the desire of eating things that do not serve my body. Help me to love myself and my body. And now I'm going to drink a glass of some of the wine. Not bad. I wasn't sure. I have not tried that one. So we've been working through the ingredients. And what we're going to do, I am taking 3 cinnamon sticks and my handy dandy little grinder, which I cannot show you me grinding because this cord's not long enough. Before our next spell, I'll get that fixed. When I threw in 3 cinnamon sticks. I'm also going to put in some red rosebuds and petals. I'm actually going to use 3 tablespoons of that. Because, everything's better in 3s, right? That's a big rose petal. Okay. Might be a little more than 3, but, who's counting? So, next, I have rosemary. And I'm just using a teaspoon of the rosemary. See the rosemary? Okay. So next, I'm making sure that that's it. Yeah. Okay, do I need anything else? No. I'm making sure. Oh, it can't move because of one of the cinnamon sticks. So I have to move it around. And now we're like grinding it all up. And while I'm grinding, I'm going to say this. As the moon wanes, I am growing stronger. I am beginning to have less hunger. I grow stronger in my desire for health. For to have health is to have great wealth. My self-control begins to grow as I begin to see the flow of the moon, the stars, the sun, and thus my weight loss has begun. Okay, let's see. Oh, I've got a powder for reals. And it smells cinnamony, which I happen to really like. So, I did not think of that. I am sorry. What to do. Let me think. I didn't really bring anything to pour that into. Let me unplug it. And we're just going to take this. I'm going to show you now. It came into a lovely powder. Lovely, lovely powder. And I have this little cute thing in this little jar. I hope I don't make too big a mess. I'm also going to take a piece of paper because paper makes a nice little thing. And I'm going to create a little thingy to pour this on. Okay, so wish me luck, y'all. Oh, I spilled some. Spilled a lot, actually. Well, that is a failure. I'm working on it. That is a complete failure that way. Okay, y'all. Hang tight. Okay, I have a trick that I'm sure we all know how to do. You can fold a business card in half and because I need a bigger jar or a bigger end to the jar. And then I'm going to pour it in there. And that was perfect. So we're just going to have to do this little by little. That's actually perfect. I could not have done this better if I had planned it, honestly. And I did not, as you know. Well, I mean, I planned the whole spell, but the getting in part, I just was winging it. And apparently I didn't wing it too well to start. but I got better with time. Oops, I spilled a little bit. Well, we'll clean that up in a minute. Almost got it all. See how my jar is filling up? Almost got it all. Mess again. Something I've learned is you can't put too much in there or it doesn't work. Earlier I mentioned, since I'm going to talk to y'all about emotional health, and one of the reasons we were picking the stones we were is for emotional health. You're going, what in the world? What does that have to do with anything? Well, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm having a bad day, I want chocolate. I mean, I'm like, dude, give me the chocolate, man. I'm having my addiction. And that's emotional health. If I am eating chocolate because I'm having a bad day, I am not being emotionally healthy because I'm eating for wrong things. Boredom, a whole bunch of things that we all eat for. So that's why I said that about emotional health. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, once again, I'm going to get out some red sandalwood powder. And we are going to use a teaspoon. And I'm going to put this on that business card, which is a lot of that. Whoopsie. I didn't realize how much it was. Y'all, that might make a mess. Just hang tight with me. Wish me luck. Oh, damn it. Now let's see about scooping this. I've made such a lovely mess, but if you know me, you'll know that I can clean it up too. Isn't that amazing? You can clean up all the messes you make. Okay, and now, might as well put some on. Okay, so now we're going to add our oils. I'm also going to put a piece of shungite, a small piece of shungite in here. I think we talked about shungite before. It's an amazing stone. It's carbon, and it's for health. So I'm just sticking that in there. And honestly, that was one of those last minute things, and I didn't know I was going to do it. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of Egyptian sandalwood, and I am going to use half a teaspoon of that. Oh, see? There we go, making messes again. And this time, this little funnel thing will come in handy. And it did. I'm going to take, oh, that smells so good. I'm going to take a full teaspoon of the frankincense. put that in there. Whoopsie. I'm going to set these on this piece of paper so they don't make a big mess. And then I am going to put an entire ounce or an eighth of a cup of almond oil in there because it's a great carrier oil. And my little quarter cup here measures at an eighth. Oopsie, mess. Not too big a mess. My little quarter cup is probably too small for this, for that amount. Shit. Okay, I'll clean it up in a little bit. Well, it's almond oil. It won't hurt anything. And now I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm also going to find, oh no, I lost another lid. I found it. The Egyptian sandalwood. I'll clean this up in a little bit. Just hopefully I don't ruin my clothes. So now I'm going to shake it up. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to say my spell again. As the moon wanes, I am growing stronger. I am beginning to have less hunger. I grow stronger in my desire for health. For to have health is to have great wealth. My self-control begins to grow as I begin to see the flow of the moon, the stars, the sun, and thus my weight loss has begun. As the moon wanes, I am growing stronger. I am beginning to have less hunger. I grow stronger in my desire for health. For to have health is to have great wealth. My self-control begins to grow as I begin to see the flow of the moon, the stars, the sun, and thus my weight loss has begun. As the moon wanes, I am growing stronger. I am beginning to have less hunger. I grow stronger in my desire for health, for to have health is to have great wealth. My self-control begins to grow as I begin to see the flow of the moon, the stars, the sun, and thus my weight loss has begun. Okay, now we're going to have some affirmations, y'all. And the affirmations, and next we're going to anoint ourselves with this oil that we have made. Oh, that smells so good. I would always put it on your third eye here because your third eye resonates with the magic that you're doing. And then say things like, I no longer want to eat things that are not healthy. I like fruits and vegetables, especially cauliflower. That one's a little hard for me, and that's why I picked it, because I want to grow to like cauliflower. I like yoga. Kind of do, but you know. I no longer eat to keep from feeling emotions. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. I am worthy. Okay, and then at this point, we're going to take a few moments, 5 or 10 or 1, whatever time you have, and meditate on either eating healthy or exercising. That could be visualizing yourself doing yoga. It can be visualizing yourself cooking and eating cauliflower. Whatever it is that you need to work on. Now we're going to do this for the next 12 days from January 1st through January 12th. I might wear that perfume for a long time because I like it. And I honestly am planning to make a dieting perfume. Or a dieting oil that I can sell on my website, on my Etsy. Let me know if you like that idea. Let me know how this spell works for you because I know it's going to be awesome for me. If you want to do a private reading, send me a text to 405-512-9400. Don't forget, on January 5th, 2021 at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a YouTube Live where I answer your pendulum questions. And of course, like my YouTube page. Bye-bye.